Woo! What's going on? Hey, gonna talk a little food. So over the years, I've had hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of people say, man, we'd like to see what you eat. And so I'm in my club, the Transformation Station, in between clients. I got 5 minutes. So I said, you know what? I haven't really put together too much of a video collage of what I eat. So, and I'm gonna talk a little nutrition with you to see if I can help you navigate the quandary of confusion in your head, because I totally can understand how confusing it may be for some individuals. But what I will tell you is that any eating strategy combined with a goal, whether it's keto, eating carbs for fuel, or just trying to eat smaller meals more often, works great. It doesn't matter if it's a wrong approach. There is no wrong approach. Atkins, low carb, high carb. There's really only 3 or 4 approaches that I like, that make sense to me. I almost wrote a book about it. That book never went through. It was a failure. It's a long story, but I got the book written. I just never published it. And that is, I do like keto. I do like old school cycling carbs, like a bodybuilder, like a competitive bodybuilder, eating smaller meals more often, using starchy carbs as fuel, and keeping the fats relatively low. I've done both keto and that, which seem like opposite approaches. They both work very well. I do like intermittent fasting, not eating your first meal for the first 6 hours a day, basically just skipping breakfast. There's a health benefit to that. A lot of 20, 30-year-olds don't believe in it, but absolutely it does bring down inflammation. And so I want to clear the confusion a little bit for you. And if you like this video series, comment, let me know, and I will do more of them. I'll maybe do some lives where we can interact. So hopefully it helps you. So today's like 2 days after Christmas. I went to an event downtown Chicago. I'm socializing, I'm networking, I'm working with Dean DeLisle and Social Jack. You know, it's the whole thing. I want more people to hear my message. So it's not what you know, it's who you know. So you got to get out of your shop. You got to get out of your bedroom if you're going to do that. So with that being said, I'm not as prepared with food at this point in the week as I normally am. But it's still easy for me. I got a can of sardines here. I stopped downtown Chicago and I bought 3 cans of sardines on Michigan Avenue. I got easy. Let me show you here. So I'm going to hopefully make a lot of points that ring true today. But I can tell you is the quality of the food matters, but it sort of doesn't matter. It's look, prepared starchy carbs rice. It works fantastic because I can buy a month's supply. I can throw it in my cupboard. I can throw it in my gym bag, and I always got it readily available. In 2 minutes, sometimes I don't even warm it up and eat it. So there's some hardcore young competitive bodybuilders that say, if it fits your macros, eat it. It's not going to hurt you. You can't eat 3,000 calories of Pop-Tarts and expect to be healthy. But at the same time, you don't need to eat incredibly the healthiest option, cage-free, local raised meat all the time. It seems as we get older, I'm 53, that we do need to focus on the higher quality of the food, not produced for the masses at the commercial nationwide, worldwide grocery store. A meal of low quality once in a while is not going to harm us more than likely. So it is about calories in and calories out at a root level. You got to eat a little bit more calories than you burn if you want to lose fat. And its strategy is 2 days of medium to low amount of calories, so you have a calorie deficit, and then you get a little tired and your anabolic hormones drain a little bit, and then a 3rd day you boost the calories up and you use starchy carbohydrates, rices, potatoes, oatmeals, bananas, quinoa, fruits, for cycling your calories up. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to continue on with the conversation as I eat, because I'm really hungry. It's time for me to eat. These are sardines. And I warmed up some of the bag rice here in back. Sometimes I don't even warm it up. It does taste a little bit hard if you don't warm it up. So Got an apple here. This is my first meal of the day. I've spent 3 hours in my shop. I've done some low intensity cardio. I've trained a client, and I'm hungry. I think once you start to build a little bit of a base of being in control of your food, you will know when to eat your next meal. It's really instinctive for me, but this has been my it's been a major focus and passion. I've created every client I've ever trained, one of the busiest trainers in the world since 2000. When I started at Lifetime Fitness, I was the busiest trainer in the world for them for 5 years. I created a precise nutrition strategy that changed weekly for every client I've ever trained. It's a lot of practice. There's a lot of guinea pigs. And so my main point is I've been focusing on it for clients for 18 years. And then the 10 years, really the 15 years before that, I was focusing on it myself as I was in a UPS truck driving career. But I was doing competitive physique competition, drug-free for life. That's a lot of years of focusing on how to eat to become lean. And I can tell you that how to eat becomes easy when you have a deadline with an emotional reason why. When I did a bodybuilding contest and had to stand on stage in front of judges and my family and my peers in my underwear, boom, all of a sudden eating a certain way is very easy for 12 weeks. Voila, it's like magic, right? So I suggest that you get a competition, whether it's with me in 6 weeks or with a friend, and you write down on a simple food log what you're eating, you're gonna do really good. Decide whether you're gonna go keto, decide whether you're gonna go, I suggest going normal, cycling your carbs like a bodybuilder, 2 days low starchy carbs, 1 day high. Start out with 125 grams of starchy carbs a day for 2 days in a row, and then 1 day of 250 grams of starchy carbs. And then do weekly waistline check-in and scale weight. See if your waistline improved or better or worse. See if your energy in your workouts improved better or worse. And see if your energy and focus and productivity was better or worse to get through your workday and your family life. Those are the 3 things you monitor. It's very simple. And then it's not hard to figure out how to adjust the food the next week. Take 1 week little cycles. With clients and myself, I do 6 week before and after pictures, full body composition with goals. In 6 weeks, someone should easily be able to lose 18 pounds of fat, gain 3 pounds of muscle, lose 3 to 5 inches off the waistline at the navel. Very simply. And then take pictures every 6 weeks. It's a 12-week program with little weekly 1-minute check-ins on your waistline. It's that simple. Man, that was really good. So let me have another bite. So hit me up with some questions here. I'll continue to do this video series if you find this valuable. I will even supply my food logs that are very simple. If you want to, I'll supply a private forum that my online clients, and my clients that only train in here once a week, put their food logs, and I hold them accountable in there and give them some feedback. I have a basic meal guide to start to help you understand food options and how to cycle the carbs that, like we talked about earlier. So I hope this helped. You know, if you want to talk keto, let me know. If you want to talk carb cycling, let me know. If you want to talk the weekly waistline check-in to see how to tweak the nutrition the next week works, let me know. I wanted to take more time and slow down. I've been meaning to do it for years, to talk about food that I eat. When people, they want to know what I'm eating. So here you go. Does this help? Can we go forward? Can we make this a series? Do you want me to make it a series? Ask the questions below and we'll talk it out. All right, so I guess this is food video series, video number 1, week 1. I got a feeling that this could be something that could help everybody or some people, so let me know. Comment below, let's talk it out, and I'll see you next week with the food video series number 2. I'll answer all of your questions before then. Remember, if you're gonna gain muscle and lose fat and go towards a healthier version of yourself, it's about the foods that you eat, the exercise that you get, and the thoughts that you think. They're all 3 important. To have simple little strategies to get the quandary out of your head is important. Put some pressure on you, make a bet with a friend, get a competition, hold yourself accountable, invest in a 6-week program. I have that. That works really well. And yeah, so there you go. Hopefully there's some tools there to help. You do have the power to change to make the rest of your life the best of your life. Woo!